Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 200 of 4 and 3 Sports Talk. I'm your host, Rahim Escalai. Good to bring this episode to you as we sit down at the dining table and sit back and kick it and go over this episode. How you doing? Hope it's okay. Hope your day's been good. You like my little sign right there, huh? Go Pack Go. We lost. It is what it is. But, still the best team in the NFC. Hands down. Anyway, so without further ado, just after I address that really quickly, we're going to get into it. So, episode 200, I got news, NFL scores from yesterday, obviously. Preview of tonight's Giants and Bucks game. Hockey and basketball from college, both sides, men's and women's. First, we got some news, we got some ejections, we got some blood, and LeBron and Isaiah Stewart clashing on the court. Results in blood and ejections. Go Lakers. The King's old, but he's still got them hands, apparently. He's making these motherfuckers, he is having people leak out there, so, yeah. Anyway, speaking of my Packers, Aaron Rodgers said his toe was very painful as he walked off the field after the loss to the Minnesota Vikings 34-31. Let's hope he gets better. Hope he doesn't practice this week so that toe can heal up so he can do what he does best. Those off-angle throws, which usually equate into a long pass or touchdown pass or something like that. Now moving on, TaylorMade, hashtag TaylorMade. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor, as you know, scored 5 touchdowns yesterday, 4 rushing, 1 receiving. A fucking ridiculous day as the Colts dismantled the Bills pretty fucking badly. Congratulations to him. I remember him saying at one point in Wisconsin, when he was mic'd up, I think, that he was going to be the best rusher of all time. So far, he's proving that. Some news maybe not as positive or happy or whatever, but they did rush him out of here. That him is Florida's Dan Mullen. He has been fired. The Florida Gators have officially parted ways with their former head coach. Offensive success, sustainability, those are some of the concerns for Florida and the brass up there, the athletic director, and they felt like Coach Dan could not bring that any longer. So they said, deuces. Justin Fields got fucked up yesterday on that hit, as you saw, although the Baltimore Ravens stood tall and beat the Bears 16-13. His ribs are not broken, and he will be back playing this Thursday on Thanksgiving. But the Bears they're 3-7 going into this week, so I think one more loss might do them. Who knows? I hope so. Go Pack, go. Saquon Barkley is expected to play tonight as the Giants get ready to do a losing scrimmage against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One thing that is very noteworthy, that might bring some delight to fans in New York, is that Tom Brady's never beat you guys. So, he's beat you in the regular season, but he hasn't beaten you when it counts. And tonight, I believe it will count. So who we have in the L? We had the NFC South really quickly, that division. So Falcons lost. Panthers lost. Who else? Falcons, Panthers lost. Saints lost. And the Bucks are the last one in this division. So I guess every game matters, but a loss right here is not really going to mean much. Bucks will probably still win the division with flying colors. Ohio State Buckeyes surge up from number 5 to number 2 behind number 1 Georgia, whom you guys were all saying that they could not beat Bama, but they're going to dismantle Bama when Georgia has a chance to play them. Just like my Auburn Tigers are going to win that Iron Bowl against Alabama, right? Snoop Huntley and the Ravens, as I talked about earlier when I broke a little story about Chicago. They stood tall. They won. Played a great game, and maybe Lamar Jackson will actually get his shot and be back on the football field. Eagles upset Saints 40-29. Upset my pockets. Probably a lot of everybody's. There were upsets all over the NFL, and that's what we're going to get into first. First one in which Jonathan Taylor participated in with his 5 touchdowns. Indy all over Buffalo 41-15. That was one that I did not expect to happen. Lost someone there. The football team take care of Cam and the Panthers 27-21. Baltimore over Chicago 16-13. Cleveland beats the Lions 13-10. San Fran 30, Jacksonville 10. We expected that one. Minnesota 34, Green Bay 31. Miami 24, Jets 17. Didn't expect that to happen. Philly 40 over the Saints 29. Yeah, that one either. Houston beats Tennessee 22-13. Wow, Derrick Henry, Cincy all over the Raiders, 32-13. Kansas City beats Dallas 19-9. Arizona 23. Seattle 13. What do you guys think about Russell Wilson and his future in Seattle, especially after two losses in which they could have won? What do you think about that? Where do you think Russell could go in the future? A lot of things could happen. But you know what I start to think of right off the top of my head. Quarterback needy teams, Philly potentially, but that door might be closing because Jalen Hurts is starting to emerge. Atlanta, because Matt Ryan's trash. Potentially the 49ers. Jimmy G has been staying healthy. They've been winning. So, I guess that door's kind of closed too. The Detroit Lions. Minnesota Vikings could potentially as well. They could be getting ready to cut ties with that Kirk Cousins contract, that ridiculous $88 million, in which he fucking robbed that organization for. But that's just my opinion, he didn't really rob the organization, so to speak, but he did. I mean, in as many incomplete balls as Kirk Cousins throws, he definitely we think that's I think that's robbery anyway. Hold on one second. I'm just looking for one thing on ESPN. Don't mean to keep you guys. Different background today, right? I'm chilling. All right, so we have, that was what last one? Oh yeah, Chargers over the Steelers of 41-37, and that concludes scores from the NFL tonight. As I said before, Bucks Giants, Bucks in the over. Tom Brady's gonna take care of it, but I think he's lost to the New York Giants twice in important games, and I think that's going to happen again, too. Could potentially. So moving on to the NBA. Steph and the Warriors beat Toronto 119-104. Phoenix destroys Denver 126-97. The Bulls beat the Knicks 109-103. Knicks always lose, so. Lakers over Detroit 121-116. Shout out to all my Laker fans. And the Clippers beat the Mavericks 97-91 on the ice. Chicago, Vancouver 1-0. Toronto over the Islanders 3-0. Calgary beats Boston 4-0, while the Rangers take care of those Sabres 5-4. That wasn't really too good though, because I had money on Buffalo. Tampa Bay beats Minnesota 5-4 in shootouts, and the Kraken all over the Caps 5-3. Sorry, I might. I think I got, yeah, 5-3. I thought I had that wrong for a second. It looked a little weird, the writing. Anyway, NCAA basketball men's, SBU over Marquette 70-54. Tennessee over UNC 89-72. USU 73. Oklahoma 70. Purdue beats Villanova 80-74. And those are scores for NCAA basketball men's. Now moving on to the women's side. Number 2, UConn beats USF 60-53. Tennessee 74. Texas 70. Maryland 79. Baylor 76. Iowa State University over Southern 96-55. FSU 76, Grambling 53, and Kansas 92, Winthrop 47. West Virginia over RAD 83-31. South Carolina beats Oregon 80-63. Stanford over Gonzaga 66-62, and UCLA over Virginia 69-57. And those are your scores for NCAA basketball women's, and that's it for episode 200. So Tampa Bay and the over. Tomorrow, Western Mass Sports returns. I got more scores for you. Got fantasy outlook and bowl projections for the NCAA college football playoffs. All that you can look forward to in tomorrow's episode of 4-3 Sports Talk. I'm Raheem Escalay. Please subscribe to us. We're on YouTube, 38 subscribers, trying to build that number and continue to interact with the show here on Facebook, and share and tell a friend. This is the goddamn best show on the East Coast for everything sports. Love you all. Wishing nothing but health, wealth, and success. Shout out to Royal Chris for that beautiful sentiment. She's the one I got that from. And it's one of my good friends and good role model. Somebody you should look after. Say what's up to. Royal Chris, Royal Bruds, City of Springfield. Love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. Go Buccaneers tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow.